Okay, today I'm going to talk about crying and about our internal waters. You know what I mean? Crying is important because it releases toxins, of course, like chemical toxins that are stuck in our bodies because of stress, anxiety, sadness, survival instinct, or whatever it is that is stuck inside us. But also because it puts out all the water that we keep inside. Every river leads to the ocean, every waterfall, every lake, every um, dam, everything leads into the ocean. And so do our tears, they lead us into the ocean, which connects us to the whole, to everything there is, to this greater power that is within us and without us. And so it connects the inner world and the outer world in a way that nothing else does. When you cry, you are allowing the universe to see your water and connect with you in a way that the universe recognizes, because you are releasing something that is similar to what the universe carries. You see what I mean? It's like releasing control and giving whatever it is that is stuck inside of you. Sometimes it's joy. We always think of tears as something very negative, as something very um, dreadful, in a sense. I cry when I'm grieving, when I'm sad, when I'm raging. But you also cry when you're very happy, when you're victorious, when something really incredible happened to you. And so you signal to the universe that there is a communication channel opened through water. Have you ever studied in school that when a lightning falls on Earth and there's water close by, the energy travels through the water? So if you're in a wet environment, the chances of you being electrocuted are bigger than if you are in a dry space. Have you heard that before? So when you're inside the ocean, for example, is much more dangerous than when you are in the city. Not only because of the amount of houses and the amount of shelters that you have in the city. And because of that, water carries energy, particles, and transmits these signals much faster than Earth would. That's why water has everything to do with movement, with liquidity, with surpassing barriers that other elements couldn't. You know what I mean? I was having trouble with my feminine energy last year, in a sense of I couldn't be gentle, I couldn't be sweet, I couldn't be delicate, and a friend of mine, Pachi, told me the following thing. She said, you have to be more water and less fire, because the water becomes liquid and trespasses the rocks, the blockages, the rocks in the road. The fire doesn't, because the fire tries to burn the rock. It doesn't work that way, because then your entire power is being focused on the rock. The fire serves for something else. When there's a rock, you don't burn it down, because it's not gonna help you in anything. It's not gonna burn down, and you're gonna waste your energy for nothing. Instead, become water, because the water passes through the rocks without needing to skip, without needing to burn, without needing to remove it from the path. You simply pass them by. You see, this liquidity that helps energy travel faster does that for your emotions, positive, negative, and everything in between. Does that outside of ourselves in nature, of course. So carrying things through the oceans to supply the entire universe, It does through rivers, right? Taking things from the center of the earth and taking it to the ocean and vice versa. But it also hydrates animals, human beings. It feeds the soil so that we have food to eat. So without water, we don't have an abundant universe. Because you need water for fertile ground. You need water to water the plants so that it grows stronger and faster. You need water to drink and to stay alive. So water is fundamental because this liquid trespasses barriers. You see what I mean? And it creates abundance through this liquidity. So what are your tears trying to express? What are your tears fertilizing? They don't need to be just a release of anger, of sadness, or of whatever negative emotion is stuck inside of you. It can also be fertilizer for something that you want to manifest. So when you have a vision that is so clear inside of you and you have this feeling that is so real that it for you is already manifested, you just can't see with your human eyes yet, and you cry. These tears, they are letting you know that something about this vision is very, very honest, very true, and liquid. It comes from within in a way that pours out of you, you see. So you're overflowing with emotion, and so these tears are taking this emotion out of you and sending it towards the ocean through crying. So crying is a very strong element because it works with the water element for manifestation. Because you can manifest whatever you want through your tears because they send it, because it evaporates or it falls on the ground or it falls on your shirt. It doesn't matter where it falls. If you think about it, it ends up in the ocean like everything else. And how pure is that? To give your tears to the ocean like the rivers give their tears to the ocean, so that the ocean can bring you towards it and you can become everything, not just one drop, not just one tear. You understand what I'm saying? And so these tears, yes, they carry chemicals many times, but they also carry dreams, hopes, faith. They carry all these positive, amazing things that you carry within. In one only tear, in one only drop, imagine all the tears. That's why when you heal and you start evolving to the positive, you don't have to explore the negative anymore. That's why you cry a very light cry that has much more tears than your crying had before. When you were in darkness and in negativity, you release much more tears because you are connected to the universe, and because these tears are showing emotions that want to manifest through you. And for them to manifest, the vision must manifest. So you speed up the process of reconnecting with the universe, of becoming one with everything, with the whole, and manifesting whatever it is that you feel in your heart that you want to manifest, even if you don't have the name for it. Because then you start manifesting through emotion, through feelings, and not anymore through images in your mind. That's when you shift from the ego to the body when you need to manifest. That's how you shift from the mind to the soul. You start manifesting through feelings, which usually are something that we get stuck in it and we suffer and we have to chew on it for years and years, ruminating this thing that never releases. Once you release it, that's not a problem anymore. Tears come to express whatever it is that is inside you, not necessarily stuck. It's just an open pipe, and everything comes in and out of this open pipe through you, and you're just an instrument. You're not a storage anymore. You understand? It just passes through you. It doesn't get stuck on you. And so manifestation speeds up a lot because you are empty and there are no blockages anymore. And if there are blockages, you already are water enough to make your stuff flow liquidly through the rock and not be stuck on the rock and manifest even though there's still something that you have to look at. You see what I mean?